Okay, so we're back with another video, and I'm actually out on my front porch. I think this is the first video I've ever done out on the front porch. Because I was just sort of inside, laying on my bed, cause the air conditioning on. Like, I'm a little cold, I'm gonna chill under the blankets, watch some YouTube, try to think of a video for today. And then I let solar come in for a couple minutes, because it's just me at home, because my mom went to work, and my mom blind, so my dad drove her to work, and Matt's hanging out with his friends. So it's just me and Solar at home. So I let Solar in for a few minutes because he didn't know how hot it was. I'm like, oh my gosh, it's amazing out here, like temperature-wise. So I haven't been able to come out here to sit on the front porch in forever, because Cardinal games usually start in about 40 minutes or so. So I'm inside by the radio watching the game. But there's no Cardinal game tonight after going to Boston. And my best friend talked about all the time how she's outside and how it's really nice. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go out here on the front porch. And scrolling, seeing baseball stuff, and I'm like, hey, I got an idea for today. So let's say one positive thing about every baseball team. Everyone from the top team to the bottom team. So here we go. Let's start in the AL East and the Yankees. Okay, so 30 games over 500 at 46-16 when I'm making this on June the 16th. Aaron Judge is probably gonna win MVP. I mean, 25 home runs. Nestor Cortez is gonna win the Cy Young or something like that. Um, they are just smashing everything. I have not heard one negative thing about Gleyber Torres in a while. Somehow Stanton is still healthy. Don't ask me how. Garrett Cole is decent. They're saying he's the worst starter. And what? He was doing almost through the perfect game along with Jameson Tyrone in back-to-back days. Crazy. The Yankees are just stupid good. The Rays. I feel like the Rays, they've lost two straight to Yankees. They play the Yankees again tonight. That game is not started yet. So I don't know if the Rays are gonna get swept or if they're gonna beat the Yankees tonight. But Shane McClanahan, I think, is gonna win the Cy Young. Actually, not Nestor Cortez. I mean, Nestor Cortez is good, but Shane McClanahan might win the Cy Young award. It would not surprise me. He's sort of my dark horse pick to win the Cy Young this year. It would not shock me at all. Randy Arozarena doing Randy stuff. Kevin Kiermaier's actually hitting home runs. Like, what the heck? And the Rays had just a bunch of guys that you don't know their names, but they're just a nice, scrappy ball team. And I think they're struggling a little bit now, honestly, but when they show up in the playoffs, it's going to show. Now, the Blue Jays. Vladimir Guerrero Jr., continue to hit. And Alejandro Kirk might be the starting catcher in the AL for the All-Star game. Wouldn't shock me. And then Springer hitting his dingers. Just George Springer is so good, doing what he usually does. For pitching, Alex Manoah or Manoah, Manoah. Yeah, Alex Manoah. Oh my gosh, I love him so much. So underrated. I never hear anyone talk about him. He's like, what, 8-1? I know records don't matter, but I'm pretty sure he has a pretty good ERA as well. Alex Manoah is so dang good, and I heard of him a little bit last year, but he's really, really good. And then the Red Sox, Rafael Devers gonna finish top 5 in MVP maybe. It wouldn't shock me if he did that. Xander Bogaerts, is he gonna get traded? What? I don't know anymore. Is Chris Sale ever coming back? I don't know. Is Tanner Houck still good? I remember he would like 30 perfect innings or something like that last year. But yeah, Rafael Devers finishing top 5 in MVP, probably the positive thing from this Red Sox team. Trevor Story's still hitting. Oh, back to the Yankees. Matt frickin' Carpenter just annihilating baseballs. Holy cow. And then the Orioles. Austin frickin' Hayes. Okay, I love Austin Hayes now. Anthony Santander's hitting stuff. Ryan Mountcastle doing stuff. Adley Rutschman hit his first home run last night. They beat the Blue Jays 10-2 a couple hours ago. When they're hot, and when they're not, they're not. Okay, they still looking good. We're waiting for DL Hall to come up and Grayson Rodriguez to come up, and Kieran Kerstad, whatever his name is, that they picked, what was it, second overall in 2020 for their prospect to come up. And what? Don't they have the first overall pick to pick Drew Jones? Or I don't know who had the first overall pick, but it might be the Orioles. Wouldn't surprise me if it was. Moving on to the Central. The Cleveland Guardians have a lot of they remind me of the Rays. A lot of players you don't know their names, but a lot of good players. Oscar Rodriguez and Oscar Mercado. Well, no, Austin Gonzalez, or whatever his name. I think his name's Austin Gonzalez, or Oscar Gonzalez, whatever. Jose Ramirez, could he win the MVP? It's by Judge. You have Ramirez, Rafael Devers going off. Jose Altuve might have his name in there. Just a lot of good players in the AL that could win the MVP, and Jose Ramirez is definitely crushing it. Leading all of MLB with RBIs. He's great. He's great. Hopefully this is his year, because he's finished like third 2 separate times. So I just want him to win his MVP already. And then Tristan McKenzie. Shout out Tristan McKenzie. I like Tristan McKenzie. He won earlier today. Let me think. Anyone else on that team worth shouting out? You see, I know Jose Ramirez, and that's where I stop. I'm like, who else is on this dang team? I'll just move on. Royals, Bobby Witt Jr. and MJ Melendez are battling for Rookie of the Year. I never heard MJ Melendez's name until like November, December, when I was reading prospects and articles and stuff like that on MLB.com talking about how some players that can get called up, and he had the most home runs in the minors. And I'm like, okay, there's MJ Melendez kid. We'll see how he does. Just crushing it at the DH position. So I really like MJ Melendez and Bobby Witt Jr. The hype had died down a little bit, maybe with a little overhype, because I totally bought into the hype. But I still like MJ Melendez and Whit Merrifield, because I love Whit Merrifield also doing amazing. But no, they're losing everything now. They are just losing games. Although they did beat the Giants last night, but they are losing everything. I mean, they are not good. I think they have the worst record. I think they're like 25 and something, 26 and something. Wouldn't surprise me. But yeah, they're not winning much. But their 2 rookies there are doing phenomenal. The Tigers, talk about not winning stuff. They lost 13-0 yesterday. But I said something positive. Miguel Cabrera is just adding to his Hall of Fame case. Sure, that's positive. They are riddled with injuries. I mean, Casey might have to get Tommy John. He's out for the year. Terrence Screwball's getting lit up now. What's his name? Spencer Turnbull. Whatever happened to him? They are just... and then, Spencer Torkelson seemed to be coming into his own. Haven't heard his name in a while, but I think he's still there. Eduardo Rodriguez, whatever up with him, he said he's on the restricted list now. He just said he's not joining the team till further notice. I never saw what was up with that. Crazy. It's what with the Tigers. They're just losing everything. But, Miguel Cabrera's good at least. The White Sox. Am I just going to talk about everything that's doing terrible in this division? The White Sox. One day they'll beat you by 10. The next day they'll lose by 5, or actually more by 3, because 11-9 seemed to be the thing. Like, and one day, Tony La Russa is gonna walk, Trey Turner to get to Max Muncy, and Max Muncy hit a home run. One day you're gonna be battling with the Rangers, and you're up 5-0, and you lose 11-9. What is this ball club doing? Is Tony La Russa gonna get fired, or what? Let's see, something positive. Tim Anderson is doing somewhat good. I mean, Tim Anderson good. Yoan Moncada coming back and hitting. Had like a couple RBIs yesterday. Jake Berger. Oh my God, Jake freaking Berger. He's in the Rookie of the Year conversation. I think he's gonna win it, but he's being productive somewhat. Lance Mann came back and got lit up. I mean, who else? I mean, Dylan Cease, I think, is doing decent. Okay, moving on to the Twins. Byron Buxton is another guy in the MVP race. Jose Polanco is doing good. Matt Kepler is still on the roster. Joe Ryan, also starting pitcher, might win Rookie of the Year. Well, in the conversation. I really like Joe Ryan. Got him from the Rays and Nelson Cruz Nelson Cruz trade. Well, not twin. He went to the Twins. Whatever. Yeah, that's positive stuff there. To the AL West, let's start with the Astros. Are just clicking 2 immaculate innings yesterday by Luis Garcia and Phil Maton. Phil Maton, Chatham, Illinois. So represent the Illinois boys. Who was it? I mean, Jeremy Pena. It's good. Altuve, Elijah Diaz. You know I gotta represent Michael Brantley. Oh, shout out Michael Brantley. Michael Brantley's the best. I love him. Jordan Alvarez, Jose Siri, Alex Bregman, Martin Maldonado hit a home run yesterday. I was shocked as all heck. Yeah, the Astros are finally showing up to play. They were struggling a little bit early in the season, but now they're just clicking as they should. A team that's not clicking is the Oakland A's. Something positive about the A's. They're going to get a lot of stuff for Frankie Montas. Is he injured? I haven't heard his name in a couple of weeks. Trade Paul Blackburn for some prospects. Trade. Who else even is on this roster that can be? Sean Murphy. Yeah. Trade Sean Murphy for prospects. I mean, you have fans boycotting your games. Just throw the team, but Sean Murphy did good. Probably gonna be the lone representative for the All-Star game. Sean Murphy, yay! Because what's his name? Christian Bethencourt or whatever. Just no-name Chad Pinder, Elvis Andrus. These aren't real players right now. I mean, some of them been there a while, but what even? Speaking of which, on the Astros, how did I not say Kyle Tucker or Chad McCormick? Anyway, back to this awful A's team. There's no one there. And what, Lou Trevino? I only know that because I saw his name because he went in the pitch yesterday. Don't know how good he did. Probably didn't do good, but I mean, who else is pitching out of the bullpen in this A's team? I mean, if I wasn't recording and like sat down and deep thought about who's in the bullpen, I can go for a couple more relievers, but it's not much. It is not much. Favorite team in this division, or one of my two favorites, between Astros and the Mariners. Julio Rodriguez. Love Julio Rodriguez so much. Logan Gilbert clicking. We have George Kirby made a debut. And then just everyone is so good on the Mariners. Kyle Lewis, somehow they're under 500. I don't know how. But they just clicked. Ty France probably going to be starting first baseman in the All-Star game. Who else is on this team? I'm forgetting. Adam Frazier's there. I mean, I know I'm forgetting some obvious name, but it'll come to me later. I'll be kicking myself. Marco Gonzalez is solid. Okay, and finally the Rangers. They spent a boatload of money on Marcus Semien and Corey Seager, and players like Aaron Judge has done just as much as both of them combined. I am not joking. A little underwhelming for Marcus Semien. Corey Seager is decent. And then what? Cole Calhoun there, and Nathaniel Lau, and you have Brad Miller, and this is not the year. I don't know why they spent like $500 million, more like $750, however much they spent on those two guys, Semien and Seager. I mean, but this is not the year. Who even pitches on this team? Again, if I thought deeply about who started on this team, I could come up with someone, but right now I am struggling to think of one person. John Gray. John Gray has not been good. He's a little underwhelming. Left Rockies and still sucks. Into the National League, we got the NL East and the Braves on a 14-game winning streak when I'm making this. Going for 15 tonight, trying to sweep the National. You see, what? I don't know why everyone's freaking out about them winning. Yeah, cool. You're beating the Nationals and the Diamondbacks and the Marlins. Yeah. Congratulations, the Reds in there. Just teams under 500. Teams that are dog crap. I think they beat the A's too. So is that really a lot of celebrating? Beat someone over 500 like the Dodgers, sweep the Dodgers like the Pirates did. Or go beat up on the Mets or the Yankees, and then I'll be impressed with your 14-game win streak. But I had to say something positive about them. So Dansby Swanson is raking. We got Michael Harris? and William Contreras, both doing a lot better than I thought they would do. I hate saying positive. Oh, Ronald Acuna Jr., of course. I hate talking about the Braves positively. I don't like the Braves at all. The Marlins, very fun team. Between Jose Sanchez and... Not Jose Sanchez. Jesus Sanchez and Jesus Aguilar. And Jose Soler. And you have Miguel Rojas. Sandy Alcantara, Pablo Lopez, Trevor Rogers, Edward Cabrera, that's his name, yeah. Garrett Cooper, just a fun team to watch. Where's Brian Anderson? But I love watching the Marlins. They're still not good, but they are fun to watch highlights of. Now, the New York Mets, okay? The Mets is another fun team to watch. Put Luis Guillorme in the All-Star game. I love Luis Guillorme and Brandon Nimmo. And, they have DeGrom and Scherzer, who haven't pitched. And the Mets are still 10 games over 500. I haven't seen their record, but the Mets are good. Shout out Luis Guillorme. I absolutely love him. The Phillies. Fire your manager. Let's win 9 straight games. Yay. Awesome. Bryce Harper is king. And Rhys Hoskins exists. And the Garrett Stubbs hitting home runs. And the Phillies are very hot and cold, okay? They're not going to win the division. I don't think they're going to make the prep, but they are very hot and cold.
Hey, loser.
Hi. What are you up to?
I was hanging out with the boys.
The boys.
Yeah, question. How are your feet blacker than you are? Why are your feet so dirty?
Because I'm sitting on the porch.
You sitting on nothing. Your feet just dirty. Take a goddamn shower.
I took one this morning.
Take a shower.
I took one this morning.
Take a shower.
Just close the door, cut the air conditioner on.
Oh, it feels nice.
Anyway, he better not lock me out. I'm serious, he better not lock me out of the goddamn house. But anyway, that's all the teams in the East. Move on to the NL West. The Dodgers. Almost doing no-hitter last night with Tyler Anderson, so shout out Tyler Anderson. Shout out Mookie Betts. I hate you so much, Mookie Betts. Oh my god, I hate you with a passion. We'll get to another player I hate with a passion in a second, but Mookie Betts, go somewhere else, okay? I don't like you. Oh, they're just so good. The Dodgers are so good, and I hate it. Will Smith, good. Matt Muncy, Trey Turner, everyone freaking good, okay? Even, what's your face? Craig Kimbrell can be decent from time to time. Oh, I hate them so much. Am I anyone? Gavin Lux. Shout out Gavin Lux. Hate you too. Never team I hate. The goddamn Padres. They swept the Cubs today to a tune of 4-1.
Loser.
Yeah.
Where's Mom?
Work.
Fuck you.
To a tune of 4-1.
Loser.
Yeah.
Is the food ready to eat?
Yeah.
Okay, fuck you.
To a tune of 4-1.
Loser.
Yeah.
Just fuck you.
4-1, and then 13-5, 19-5, and 6-3. They smashed us. I hate Manny Machado. Oh my god, he's great. Between Jurickson Profar and Jake Cronenworth, and oh my god, I hate the goddamn Padres. I never want to play them again. Like, never, ever again. Oh my god. And then we have... Let's go to the Rockies. The Rockies, they got swept by the Guardians today. And Charlie Blackmon exists, and Trader Marmonquez, and what's positive about this team? What is positive about this team? I don't know. Brendan Rodgers had a 17-game hit streak. There we go. Cool. The Giants, a little bit of a struggle bus. Positive about the not the Padres, the Giants, Jesus Christ. Mike Yastrzemski is still doing good. Carlos Rendon is doing good, and Logan Webb is amazing, actually. So that's 3 things. Catching up to the Dodgers. The Padres are tied with the Dodgers, and the Giants are right on their heels. So they better start winning ball games. And then finally, the Diamondbacks. Alec Thomas is actually really good. I love Dalton Varsho. Somehow, and Pavin Smith is my man. Okay, I love Pavin Smith. And they're like the best bad team. Like, one day they'll win a lot, one day they'll lose by a bunch. Just continue to develop Corbin Carroll, who's hitting a bunch of triples apparently, and you'll be good. Finally, the Central. Gonna go through this as quick as possible because I hope he doesn't lock me out. The Reds. Tyler Stevenson, Joey Votto. That's about it. That's about all you can get. What's his name? Luis, not Severino. Oh my God, I'm forgetting the starting pitcher, but that's probably for the best, honestly. If I can't remember the starting pitcher, there's no one good on this Reds team. But Joey Votto is learning how to hit again, and Tyler Stevenson is there. Jonathan India, I guess. Oh my God, I'm trying to think of his name. It's gonna come to me at the end of the video, hopefully. Okay, the Cardinals, great. Paul Goldschmidt, rakes. Nolan Arenado, fantastic. Brendan Donovan is amazing. Okay. We got the Pirates who who lost 3 out of 4 to the Cardinals, and they're not. It's not there. Brian Reynolds, Brian Hayes, cool, great, good job for you two. The rest of your team sucks. The Brewers, William Adames is amazing. Christian Yelich is in between 2019 and 2020, which I guess is decent. Corbin Burns is good because Freddie Peralta and Brandon Woodruff are hurt. Yeah, not you guys lost like 7 straight. You gotta get back on it. And then finally the Cubs. I don't think there's anything positive to say about my team. Like I said, we got swept by the freaking Padres today. I don't care who we play as. I never want to see Manny Machado again. I mean, Wilson Contreras is probably going to be the starting catcher in the All-Star game. Other than that, no one else on this team deserves to be an All-Star. Ian Happ is decent. Christopher Morel is a cool little rookie. But no, why would I want to go to a Cubs game this year? No one on this team is good. They're going to trade Wilson Contreras most likely. Kyle Hendricks is not good. And then, like, all our starting pitchers are hurt. Like, what are we supposed to do? Okay. So I guess that's something positive about every team in MLB, and some are more positive than others. I'm still trying to think of that pitcher on the Reds. They had Sonny Gay, Luis Castillo, that's his name, Luis Castillo, thank you. I thought that person was talking to me. Anyway, I'm gonna go inside and upload this. So, bye.